Okay, let's dive into one of the most common headaches in English, talking about the future. But don't worry, forget all the stress, because by the end of this, you're going to have one simple key that makes everything click into place.
Does this question alone make you feel a little tense? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. For so many people, trying to figure out when to use will or going to feels like a total grammar minefield.
I bet these sound familiar, right? That little voice in your head asking, which one is it? What's the rule here? Am I saying this wrong? These are the exact thoughts that get in the way of just speaking naturally.
Well, let's just take a deep breath, because I've got some really good news for you. This whole thing is way simpler than you've been taught. There is a much easier way to think about it.
So we're going to cut through all the confusion. Instead of trying to memorize a dozen different complex rules, we're going to focus on the one single difference that will give you the right answer almost every single time. And here it is. This is the secret. It's this simple. You use going to for a plan that was already decided before you opened your mouth. And you use will for a decision that you're making right now, in the moment. That's it, seriously. Now here's the part that's so important to get. The difference has nothing to do with when the action is happening, tomorrow or next year. It's all about when the decision was made. Was it in the past? Or are you deciding this very second?
Okay, theory is one thing, but seeing how this rule plays out in real life is where the magic happens. So let's look at a few examples and you'll see how it all starts to click.
All right, first one up. We are going to have a meeting next week. Why going to? Easy. The decision to have the meeting was made before this sentence was said. It's a plan. It's already on the calendar.
Now, let's look at the other side. Imagine a friend drops a huge stack of books. You react by saying, "Don't worry, I will help you." You didn't wake up this morning planning to help with dropped books, right? You made that decision instantly as a reaction. That's a perfect will moment. And this works for questions too. If someone asks you, "Are you going to work tomorrow?" They're not asking you to decide right now. They're asking about a plan that they assume you've already made. But compare that with this question, "Will you help me?" This is completely different. Here, the person is asking you to make a decision in this moment. It's a request for you to decide to do something right now.
Okay, so now that you've got the core rule locked in, let's quickly look at a couple of common traps. The best part is, with what you know now, these are going to be so easy to spot and avoid.
This is probably the biggest one people make, saying, "I will start work at 9 tomorrow." Now, everyone will understand you, but it sounds a little bit strange, like you just decided on your work schedule this second. Since your start time is a plan, the natural way to say it is, "I am going to start work at 9.
And here's the reverse of that mistake. Imagine a glass tips over. If you say, "Wait, I am going to help you," it sounds a bit odd, almost like you had a pre-existing plan for that exact accident. The immediate, natural reaction is, "Wait, I will help you." So look, if you take away just one thing, let it be this. The absolute biggest trap is just overthinking it. Stop worrying about every little exception you might have read in a textbook. Just focus on this one core rule. Plan versus reaction, and your communication will get so much clearer.
So where does all this leave us? Well, it leads us to a much calmer, more confident place when we speak, because this was never really just about grammar, was it? It's about feeling good about how you communicate.
When you boil it all down, it really comes to this. Just two. In your everyday conversations, you really only need these two powerful tools, will and going to handle almost any situation that comes up.
And once you're comfortable with these two, look at what happens. You can talk about your plans without second-guessing yourself. You can make decisions in the moment and sound totally natural. You can react in conversations without hesitation. It all leads to communicating with so much more confidence. So let's put this into action right now, using the rule we just learned. What is one thing you are going to do after watching this? Notice I asked what you are going to do. I'm asking about a plan. Your plan starts now.